So Denver's 3 wins away from getting their first ring in franchise history. And one of the things that's become more and more clear throughout their playoff push is that Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray are simply just the best duo in the NBA right now. But what is it that makes their game so hard to guard? And can Miami do anything to shut them down? That's going to be the basis for this video, so stay tuned to find out. The first thing you got to know about this duo that makes them so great is just that they're both always ready to shoot the basketball from any place on the court. Jokic's ability to stretch the floor combined with Jamal Murray's shot-making skills on the post are really a combination that don't leave defenses with many good options. Most teams find it especially difficult deciding what to do in the double team because they both are good enough to warrant the double team, yet they're both also good enough to beat you as soon as you leave them open. Since coming back from injury, Jamal Murray has really established himself as somebody who's willing to take his man off the dribble and get downhill. When he's got the ball and he's attacking the rim, he's great at setting his teammates up and he's good at finding the open man. But his ability to create his own shots and score the basketball are big parts of Denver's offense. Because he can beat you off the dribble, it's allowed his step-back game to develop and become much more effective. And he is an above-average ball handler as well. A lot of times he'll make his defender change direction a couple times before picking his point of attack. But Jamal Murray is also a great offensive player without the ball in his hands. He's shown the ability and the willingness to get to the rim and slash through the lane, and that really comes from an understanding of just reading the backside of the defense when they're overhelping on Jokic. So just to explain what I mean by reading the backside, we're going to back it up to the previous play and take another look at it. Right now, Jamal Murray is bringing it back up to the top, but he's making his read to cut back door based on DeAndre Ayton's proximity to Nikola Jokic. Because Jokic is a threat to stretch it, Murray knows that Ayton is going to be playing closer to that three-point line, and I just have to beat my man by a step to get to the rim. We saw Denver use a lot of off-ball screens to get him open looks in Game 1, but another part of Murray's off-ball game is that he understands when the lane is too clogged for him to get to the rim, and he's able to just respot up and knock down shots from the perimeter. Again, we see right here that initially there is a lot of help defense being played off Jamal Murray while Nikola's got it in the post, but as he continues to hunt his shot, Jamal starts creeping to his right, and he's just trying to make his defender have a longer closeout so that he can't affect his shot as much. With the greatness of that duo established, it's time to talk about what Jimmy and the Heat can do to stop them. To me, any possession that ends with someone other than Nikola Jokic or Jamal Murray taking the shot is a success. The first thing the Heat need to do in order to make that happen is to double Nikola and make him pass the ball. He can't score it if he doesn't have the ball in his hands, and according to JJ Redick, the Nuggets are only shooting 38% when he's passing out of the double team. So for the Heat to have their best chance, they're going to have to send a healthy amount of double teams his way. So I really have to make the obvious point that you want to avoid helping off of Jamal Murray if you're going to double Jokic in the post. As we've seen, he's just too good of an offensive player to be left open whether or not he's got the ball in his hands. So what that means is that the Heat are going to have to play no help defense off of Jamal Murray even when they're doubling Jokic in the post. This next play is a perfect example of what I'm talking about, and I've slowed it down so that we can take a look at it. Right now, if you look at the top of the screen, Pascal Siakam is guarding Jamal Murray, and the double team is going to come from the middle of the court. Aaron Gordon's going to be the one who's left open underneath, but watch Pascal Siakam. He's the one in our no-help defense. He doesn't have responsibility to take Aaron Gordon because he has to stay close to Jamal Murray on the three-point line. Where the help needs to come from is from the next guy up. So there's Aaron Gordon right in the middle of the lane, and here's the late help. The late help doesn't get there in time, and since Pascal Siakam has to stay handcuffed to Jamal Murray, it's an open look for Aaron Gordon underneath. As far as the pick and roll goes, I think the best way that you deal with Joker and Murray is to just switch up your looks as much as possible. Because the reality is that those two are going to hit more than 50% of their shots when they're in the pick and roll together. But by switching up the looks you give them, switching up whether you're blitzing or you're hedging hard or you're icing or you're switching, it's going to keep them uncomfortable, keep them off balance, and that's all you can really ask of your defense. If you enjoyed this video and you're a basketball junkie like I am, I would ask you to go check out my Eastern Conference Final and Finals preview video that I posted on this channel last week. Go ahead and give me a sub if you haven't already, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you agree, disagree with any of my takes. Let me know what else you want to see on this channel, and always thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for more.